What to do, my streamers? It's a Tuesday. It's around afternoonish. It's about 12:35 on the west side. Um, so welcome to another episode of Random Doodles and How Tos. What are we doing on today's episode? It's gonna be random, right? But there's always a how-to tied into the random. So welcome again, bienvenidos. Glad you could join me. Glad you're here. It's Tuesday, like I said. I'm gonna try to do this every Tuesday and Thursday, if possible, if doable. So I figured I'd jump on for a little bit, do a little stream with you all, and have a little fun, and go from there. So hopefully you guys are having a good time. Do me a favor. If you're on live with me, hit me up on the chat, chop it up. Let me know where you're from. Let me know what you enjoy about these random doodles and how-tos. Whether you're on YouTube, drop it in the comment. If you're on Twitch, drop it in the chat. Let me know. And I'll come back to it. And, I have the streams open on my laptop so I can see what's going on. If you hear the music in the background, Spotify playlist from NCS. You can find NCS both on Spotify and on YouTube. And if you're a vlogger, a person that does live videos, you can get a bunch of free, non-copywritten music from them. So that's a plus, right? That's a plus. So there's a little something to let you guys all know. But today's random doodle, I figured, you know, all the stuff going on. The Venom trailer just dropped. I'm not sure how I feel about that. If you have a certain way you feel about that, let me know as well. Drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think about the new Venom trailer. The new one that was released today, a little bit more longer. We're going to see more of the symbiote, or symbiote, however you want to say it, in action. But for today, I'm just going to use a Pinterest reference to break down a drawing, build it up. And then the cool thing about that is that I can then convert that into any darn character in the world. Any darn character in the world. So if you're just joining me, welcome. Random Doodles and How To, episode 9. Let's see how many we can get done before summer's over. Hopefully you guys are enjoying your summer. Here in SoCal, Southern California, it's a hot one, but it's like muggy. Not quite Florida muggy, like humid, but it's muggy. It's weird. It's different. So, yeah. Sorry for that interruption. I just got ESPN alert that my Dodgers just picked up someone in the trade, so I'm now trying to figure out who we lost. So, like any other episode that you've seen of this, I like to start from inside out. I build from the inside of my drawing out, and then I layer on top of it. It's like building a sandwich or a stack of pancakes. You put one pancake down, then you top another one, then another one, then another one, depending on how many, how stacked. You go 5 stacks, 10 stacks. How much do you love pancakes? So, let's loosen up the hand. So, it always starts off like this. My face. It always starts off with a sphere type shape. And then based on the reference image, then I figure out where the face divides. Is it straight on? Is it at an angle? How are we going to do this? How buff are, how big are their general features? Let me just get sketching the shapes first before I start rendering out detail. Shrink that bad boy down a little bit. If you guys are wondering, I'm using Procreate on the iPad Pro to sketch out this bad boy and get this in full effect. But yeah, iPad Pro, Procreate, Procreate. But then I gotta figure out my pose, where everything is going. Maybe the rib cage is a little bit higher because of the way I'm looking at this image. Doesn't quite give me the traditional pieces. So that, shoulders going this way then, right? Based off what I'm looking at. Which means chest would be out here, this way more. So everything technically would be going in this direction. Which means if I was drawing the full figure, that means the hips would be going like this, give or take. Double tap on the screen to undo. Let's zoom back in. Just kind of got like a fighter pose going. And you guys are probably looking at my sketchy lines and like, what is going on there? Sketch, you gotta rough out your ideas first and then come back in, clean up stuff. Welcome to the world of art. So hopefully you guys are enjoying my previous streams and you've subscribed, you followed, you turned on notifications, all that good stuff. Because you know, each platform's different. Like, I know on YouTube you can turn on notifications, you can subscribe, and then when I go live it's like, yoo-hoo! Twitch, kind of the same thing because I get alerts from other Twitch streamers that I follow. Sweet, thanks guys. I got new followers, if you guys saw that. The app, if you guys are curious, the app that I'm using to stream onto all these different platforms, it's called Mobcrush. MOBCRUSH. Ideally, it's probably used for the gaming side of it, to stream gaming, but I just flipped the script and I was like, you know what? I am going to stream some drawing because I can. And I did. So, yeah, now what? Get on the angry brows. Take a look at the nose. The shape to it. How angry is he? Just a random sketch. It's random doodles and how to. So I'll take something, draw it out, but I'll break it down and show you guys how I go from the inside out and I build up my character. So that was a question I just got from the Mob Crush side of things. So welcome. So that's another platform that I'm using. I just don't know. I get alerted when I get new followers and stuff like that. But I guess there's a chat because I just got that question asked to me. So what up? Welcome. And again, usually, you know, all these things when it comes to the human figure, it's all pretty much generic shapes. Look, if I draw through it and taper it in here, and this is just like the forearm area, right? But it's this generic shape right here. It goes like this, and then tapers in. And then we put the hand on top. Pretty much a generic shape. Whoop. Click right here, click, clear. So yeah, pretty much generic shapes. Boom, ba-doom. And then based on the pose, we got kind of like the forearm here somewhere. And again, look, if I draw it through it, you can see that it's generic shapes. Boom, boom, boom. Then I can make this pretty much any character I want. So if you think about like fighting characters, based on what's the best, in my opinion. So what's the best sketching app for an iOS? In my opinion, you know what? It's hard to say. I use both. I use both Procreate and I use Autodesk Sketchbook Pro, and I play with both of them. I play with Clip Studio. That one's fun too, but Clip Studio requires kind of like a yearly subscription through the App Store, which that just reminded me I had to go cancel mine because I don't use it that often. But I don't know, most of my streams are usually done using Procreate because it's probably the most comfortable app I have on my iPad. But I enjoy some of the features that Sketchbook Pro offers too. So it's kind of a give or take. I can probably save on here, open over there, work on it there, and back and forth. So it just all depends on what do I have to do. But it's a good question. You know, keep them coming. So, boop-a-doop-a-doo. So based off what I just did, that means this guy has to come down this way more. Like so. So let me see my eraser. Cool, lower the opacity. Let's clean off some of this. Actually, probably a little bit more, so I'm gonna clean off some more here. There we go. Those other lines are just placeholders. And since I zoomed in, you guys notice my pencil got thicker. As I zoom out, it gets thinner. So it adjusts accordingly. Swipe that out. Click, clear, bam. So this right here is my layers panel. See, it says right there. Got my eraser, my smudge tool, my brushes, and there's tons of them underneath that. So if I take out of that one, out of its settings, you see I have all these crazy options and then more to go based on whatever brush I'm working on. So, woo! So then I can start looking at the pose that I have so far. I'm like, do I want to exaggerate it a little bit more? Do I want to push it? So right now it's like close combat hands. Do I want to bring the left hand out more towards us? Let's see. Boom. Get this guy. Did I just mess up my selection? Double tap to undo. Get the move tool. A little forced perspective, so now it's like the hands coming at us. Which then again, I can come over here, pick this arm out, and shrink it down a little bit. Well, I said a little bit. So now it's more of a pushed out pose than it was before. So I'm gonna click on this layer so I can get into my layer settings. I'm gonna lower the opacity. I'm gonna add a layer on above that. By hitting the plus sign, I'm gonna switch it to black. So now if I wanted to, I can come in. My eyes are a little crooked, so I'll fix it here. But I'll shrink down my brush a little bit. Make sure I'm on my right layer, yeah. And bam. Just like so. I'm gonna come match it over here. Oh man, those are hella crooked. It's okay, let me just sketch it out. Nice cross-eyed, so let's undo that a couple times. And then I'll get my move tool. Your string is flashing, static, and sharp. I don't think it's just... Uh-oh, that's no bueno. So let's see. Looking at my Twitch stream to see if it's twitching out. I guess it's twitching over on the Mob Crush side. I think it might be a Mob Crush thing, because my chats are open on the other two options. So if you're on my Twitch, if you're on my YouTube stream, let me know. Is the stream acting up for you all over there? Is it like twitching out? Is it doing something weird? Let me know. I don't know if I can make any adjustments. If it's twitching out, then I'm gonna say I'm gonna blame it on AT&T, because that's who my internet provider is. And they've kind of been sucking lately. So yeah. Boom. Alright, so forehead's kind of far out there. But so far, I don't see any action on the chat rooms or the comment section. So, like I said, if the stream's tweaking out, acting out for you, being weird, just comment in the comment section, be like, yo, help, or in the chat, because I know both of them have live chat going on right now. I don't know how much I can adjust it, because it's probably an internet provider thing. But we can try to fix things. So yeah, keep my phone back on and see if I got any more. No, none. If you can hear the music in the background, it is being brought to you in part by NCS. You can find them on Spotify and YouTube, so in case you missed that earlier, or just rewind the broadcast from earlier if you watch it again later, and you'll find out what the music selection is. And I usually add all the deets in the description once I'm done, but I'm not done yet, so I can't do that. Since he's got the angry brows, I gotta come lower. And the way that, like, hypothetically or in a sense eyebrows work, depending on your facial expression, right? They have a shape to them. And then the hair goes like this. So it goes with the flow of the shape. You're not gonna have like this shape and then your hair's gonna go this way. Unless you have crazy eyebrows, which I used to as a kid. Not gonna lie, I did. But let's clear that out because I do not need that. It's just the sake of demo. If I wanted to, I can be like boop 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 boop. Something like this. Cross it over like this. Like so. But again, you know, when it comes down to like this art stuff, practice makes better. Always work on this stuff. Always be practicing, especially if this is your thing. I did originally. So Nate asked, "Is this freehand or reference?" I originally referenced a photo, and now I'm just going from my head. So I just looked at a pose. And I was like, okay, let me try to do that. Tweak some things out. Change the face of the person completely, and now it's just all kind of freehand. But great question. I'm not even digging this pose. It's like whatever. You guys ever get one of those things where you're drawing and then you look at it and you're like, I'm just not digging this anymore. Blah. Let me know. Comment, chat, send me a message. Let me know. If you ever get in one of those funks, you're like, dude, like this really sucks. And sometimes I tell myself, dude, this sucks. Right now, this is sucking. I'm not like digging it anymore because something about it, I don't know, maybe it's the hands. The hands are just, I don't know, they don't seem like powerful. It's just like, hey, look, my hands are here. Are you gonna make hand puppets? I don't know. So let's go, I'm gonna add a new layer. I'm gonna take my pencil, change the color to help me out. And then I'm just gonna play with the pose now that I have this guy here. Like, what can I do with these hands just to make them seem more menacing? Because like it's like they're there. Can I get the other pencil? It's like they're there, but I'm not like, you know, feeling it. Something about the pose doesn't say I'm gonna beat you or I'm a fighter. It just says, hey guys, I'm gonna keep my hands right here. Something like that, or let's push this out more this way. Shoulder there. I don't know, is it the left hand or the right hand? But it's cool because you guys get to see like this on the fly. This artistically happens to all of us. And then we're like, well, what can I change on it? Or what can I do on the fly to make it a stronger pose? I don't know if it's bothering me because like the neck. Yeah, totally, right, Nate? So Nate actually, this has happened to him as well too, so it's pretty cool. I love that I'm getting interaction today. That's awesome. So like, do I flare out the arm this way now and be like, well, here's my hand, and does it go this way? Because that almost reads better. So then you can see kind of the arm structure. And then do I say the same thing with this hand? Like, boom. Do I raise it up so that the forearm comes this way? Does that read better? I don't know, what do you guys think? Let me know. Comment below. If you know what time it is, be like, yo, I'm gonna drop the timestamp. So he goes, yeah, dude, I totally agree that at that point it looked better. Because then we just gotta figure out all the muscles and stuff. But does this read better than this? I think it already does. Like, I feel like it's got a little more power to it. Like, I can even say, you know what, well, let's pick a different color real quick. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate the info. So yeah, it almost seems like we got a little bit more action happening in this pose by the slight adjustments I just made. I can drop it down and give this dude a tank top and say he's like Van Damme or something in Bloodsport. Or we could say he's Guile in Street Fighter because we gave him that like military color tank top. Alright, so if I go back to layer 1, and you know, instead of using my eraser, I'm just gonna get my select tool on the top, and I'm gonna select everything I don't like, which is a lot. Click that to seal it off. I'm gonna click the layer and go to clear, and that's gonna clear out everything I have there, right? So now in layer, make sure I hit, go back to black, get my pencil back with the thinner one. And let's see, let's add in these points now, right? Now that we have a little more in here. Does it look more powerful this way? Get the little tricep in there, little cut. And then I'll probably take the hand this way. And boom. So here's the cool thing about like being able on the fly, at least digitally, be able to remaster, refix, or adjust something like this or paper. We might just have to start drawing over if it were paper. But in this case, because we have this digital format, we didn't have to go that crazy route of like, oh no, wipe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I just gotta fix them up. Now we can put the thumb out here. Something like that. Boom. So already looking at it, I feel like we have more of an action sense going into this pose, which is cool because we are all on this like journey of self-discovery with this. Like, what is he gonna do? What's it gonna become? I think we got something pretty solid in the works now. Bam, wrap it up this way. Let's wipe this stuff out. Boom. So I'm gonna say, got the ribs here, or the, not really the ribs, but part of the rib cage that would protrude a little bit. The chest muscle. The thumb there, and keep this fist this way. Boom. So we got like this vibe going on now. Because ideally, we're gonna do a little more forced perspective and say something like this. What do you guys think? Let me know. Comment, hit me up in the chat. If you're on Twitch, chat with me. If you're on YouTube, chat with me. If you're on Periscope, I'm sorry, I can't. It's streaming on there. I don't have it open on my phone. And I'm not sure how it hooks up on Twitter. I just did it today just to see what other platform I could hit. I'm kind of like a little Arnold vibe. So if I lower the opacity on this layer by clicking the N and go yoink. Click it again, let's click this bad boy, lower it even more. So, you see what we actually came up with, which I think the chest needs a little adjustment because it looks uberly wide. My eraser. So let me get my eraser. Something like that, but again, the tank top is there as well. Give it the little riblets. Something like that. Yeah, maybe the hand. Which is the cool part. Like if we like notice that right now, or actually not even the hand, the shape down here. Get my pencil back and go. Boom. Oops, double tap the screen to undo that. Zoom in. Something like that. Then again, if this is the arm attacking us or coming at us, you can select it. Bam, get the arrow. And double tap to undo. And then there, bam. Gonna increase it to make it seem like now it's coming at us. Like, uh-oh, I am in trouble. That's actually kind of cool. Got a little interaction with you guys today. You guys, a little input. That was pretty awesome to help me out with this. This little random doodle on how to. So, in the comment section, let me know if you enjoyed this. Should I keep doing this for you guys? Should I keep streaming and bring you guys little walkthrough demos, how I draw, a little how-to, little randomness? Does that artistically help you out? And again, if you haven't turned on the notifications yet, if you haven't started following and you've enjoyed what you've seen, dude, what are you waiting for? Hit that follow button, people. Come on. But let's keep it positive and keep having fun with this stuff too. I gotta fix the fingers, they're a little off. But Here's a little something on the fly. The chest, collarbone, to be not too far from that. But bam, we just got like this buff like boxer dude. And we worked him out to make sure that the pose itself read well. Because the last thing we want is it not to read well. And then we have this thing that we're not happy with. Thank you. I appreciate that, Nate. Yeah, and it's pretty cool that we actually get to work through this together and we get to see it come to life. Like I said, at first I wasn't feeling it. The pose wasn't working out, and then all of a sudden we did some modifications. We started off with this weird, awkward looking pose, which I can kind of get like as a kickboxer, but it didn't give me that feeling of, oh yeah, we're about to brawl. So then we came on top of that. We added a little change of pose, moved the arms around, and then we came up with this. It's pretty darn cool. Got like this Schwarzenegger Stallone like buffness mixed with Ryu, who's gonna hit you with a Hadouken. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you guys are curious to see more of my artwork, Instagram.com/artofpilo. That's ARTOFPLO. You guys actually see more of my artwork when I have sales on my stuff. Whether it's on my teepublic or my store MV, you get to see that good stuff going on. I'm checking the chats on both profiles right now to see if anybody's like communicating with me. But you know, some of you guys have through Mob Crush, and that was totally cool. That was like kind of out of left field, which is pretty awesome. But for today, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. You enjoyed this little random duo on how-to, and the how-to was beneficial. You actually got something out of this, and you're like, oh snap. Again, this is all in Procreate. I am on an iPad Pro using Apple Pencil, using Procreate. Again, I don't know how many times I can say that. And I start off with a little photo reference, and then I wasn't digging the pose, and we worked it out to where we got this, which now gives us more of a sense of action. So again, you know, if you enjoyed this, like it, share it, tell a friend, tell another artist, tell your mom and dad, be like, yo, look what I just watched, and I feel inspired. That works too. So for now, I'm gonna say thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on Thursday. That's the plan, to jump back on Thursday, Tuesdays and Thursdays, here on Twitch, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter, Mob Crush. You know how we do. So I'm gonna say thank you one more time, gracias. And I'll catch you guys on the flip side. Thanks for tuning in.